raise my voice to the sky. Oh, liberty, shout for the free, let it ring here the cry. I'm gonna fight it on out, fight for you and me. Lift up, lift up, hear me singing now what we're battling for, living free and brave now and evermore. On hallowed grounds where our forefathers trod, marching on to the beat of our heart's resolve. We're breaking these chains, oh history's embrace. Rising up, rising up, standing tall for our rights in the light or the storm, holding tight to the truth that our spirits adore.
Not envy you.
Hello, everybody. Oh, I don't know exactly. Yeah, someone's glimpsing my life. I feel bad for them. Yeah.
You
Hope
should
everybody's
feel
having a
bad.
good day. Single source mixing today. That means that you can pick up all the flavorings you have in the mix in one location, so that you can make it easy for someone to mix your mix. Like, go one place, buy the ingredients, and done. Obviously, PG, VG, Nick, that's separate. But yeah. I also have an announcement here in just a minute before we get started. After we do the after I do roll call. But yeah, that's just insight in that. You got a glimpse into the into that. What I mean, you started it. Might as well finish it.
Huh? That was a conversation. All right. The chat is not welcome to that conversation.
Aw, you holding back from chat?
I'm just kidding. No, I don't really single flavor test like ever. And then I just like started like doing it again. And fuck that. Dude, without fucking sweetener sucks dick. For one. All
Well,
right.
you can single
Jeez.
flavor test with sweetener.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not gonna get the
And
true essence of the fucking flavor if
Well, but if you,
it's
well, if you,
iffy. It's iffy. If you're gonna use a sweetener in your mixes anyway, then you
right,
do. Yeah.
right.
But if you get one that's really sweet on its own, you might oversaturate with sweetener. That's the only downside.
that's my thing, right? Like that's my whole like idea behind like not putting sweetener in it is like I want to know what is the actual true sweetness level of this, right? Because there's some flavor houses in there that, like you said, they come essentially sweetened, right? So it I don't want to put like I don't know 0.1 sweetener in there, put like 2 drops of sweetener or something, and then it just be nothing but fucking sugar. And I'm like, all right, well,
Anyone who's single flavor test knows
the fucking super sweet. Sorry,
it's like doing a ballet with your flavors. You have to be, you learn them after a while, but at the same time, if you find that it's not working, try adding a little sweetener. Sometimes some flavors really, I mean, I don't typically test with Nick because I've gotten used to not testing with it. It's fine. But there are some flavors that having a Nick in there does change it and make it better. There are a few that are like that. So sometimes if you don't feel like flavor's hitting, change it up. Also try it on different devices, different wattages.
Tim, the way I look at it is I'm never going to vape a flavor without Nick.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes no sense to not add that, 99.9% of the people that are using these flavors are combining them with nicotine. So
yeah, no, I get that.
It does change it.
It does. I've changed my palate to be able to handle with and without. Because I've also vaped sometimes with it. I vape zero sometimes. But yeah, I train my palate to do it with and without, which is good because the amount of single flavor testing I do, it'd be quite expensive to add Nick to all that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, because I went through like 20 fucking flavors today. Like holy shit, so much.
We got a good amount of people in the chat now
for the fucking show today.
So Buster Bell won. Buster Bell was number one. Yes, you surely were number one. Saw that earlier, even before the show. Lady Liberty, you got Chaper. I think it's Chaper. I don't think it's Chiper. Is it here? 10 pounds. of that
Hey,
image.
Patrick.
Oh yeah, I haven't switched my image yet. I meant to, but this thing's making me hungry.
Good job.
McDucky. Hey, McDucky, I see you got a recipe in today. Stephen Lane. I know that guy. He's from Texas.
Yeah.
Echo
Yeah,
Dub.
buddy.
Echo Dub's got one in. I missed the last episode. I think he didn't have one in, which I don't know. I look forward to Echo Dub and DJ's mixes quite a bit lately. They're up there with Rocky with doing weird things. So we got Echo Dub, Buster Bell, Rocky Tuning right there. CJ, there's CJ. Great vaping. Patrick Conquest. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you.
Hey, Patrick.
Duchess. I know that guy. Known him for a long time now. Wow. How many years have we known each other? Wow. Think about it.
Long
Take me to,
Time.
Way too long.
Right?
take me to the sea. Hey, take me
Could
to the
have
sea.
cut it off a long time ago.
All right. Before we even get into the mixing, I'm going to make an announcement that is going to start next month because this is going to be a monthly episode thing, doing the single source mix. This way here, new people can come in, veterans can come in, whatever, go one place, pick up your recipe and mix it. But there's an added bonus next month, beginning of next month, when we do the end of next month, there will be a contest with a Bull City gift card, courtesy of Bull City happening with the single source episode. So the chance, it's going to be a contest situation. So you'll have to do a little bit of work for this, and I'll walk you through it next month. It's not going to be that hard, but it'll be a little bit of a fun way to celebrate everything. I can guarantee you this, the answer is going to be a flavor. Hey, if you want to start paying attention to what's available at Bull City, it's going to be a flavor available at Bull City because obviously that they're going to be doing the gift card. Oh, that makes the most sense. So that'll be next month. So there'll be a month of a little bit of advertising for that. Could bring that out. Milk and Tuning for hey, they have it on there. That could be the answer.
Tastes like Cheerios.
It could be. It could be all kinds of different questions. You might actually have to pay attention to other videos that are on this channel that might actually answer the questions too. It can be a trivia thing. So sometimes they'll be easy, sometimes it'll be hard. We'll see how it works. If it gets too hard, we can always easy it up and make an easier one. Yeah. It'll be a fun one. But that's going to be starting the last Saturday of next month. And now we'll get into some of these recipes that I see that are making me drool. So Rocky just put out a butterscotch sundae. Butterscotch Ripple, Flavor West at 3. Caramel Biscuit, SSA at 0.5, which has a nice caramel in it. Chocolate Glazed Donut and Cap at 3. Dulce de Leche, SSA at 1. Cassie, where are you going with this? French Vanilla Thick, Wonder Flavors at 1. Ice Cream Dark Chocolate, Wonder Flavors at 0.5. Milky Caramel Fudge, SSA at 0.75. Super Sweet Pearl and a half. And Vanilla Bean Ice Cream from Cap at 2.75. Yeah, that looks good. It looks really good. Butterscotch Ripple, although wasn't my favorite, I explained why, does have it's still a really solid flavor. Don't discourage anybody from using it. I just find it has a little bit of a muting factor sometimes with certain other flavors, and that bugs me. I don't like that. That's
I
how,
don't mind it.
I want to know
Yeah.
what that milky caramel fudge tastes like.
delicious.
It's
It's delicious.
delicious. It's amazing.
It looks like it is.
It's in the other room, but I have 120 of it.
thing, because I'm not.
Oh,
quite-
no, it's right here. It's actually right here. There you go. This is Milky Caramel Fudge, and this is how you should buy it in this bottle.
quite understanding this recipe. Okay, I'm being honest. Leave it up there. All right. Look.
Oh, hold on. I'll go
got-
right back to it, but that's it.
You got butterscotch, you know, ice cream. Then you've got chocolate ice cream, and then you've got vanilla ice cream. Aren't they all going to? I mean, the vanilla ice cream is going to get lost, in my opinion. The chocolate glazed donut, that chocolate from there, and the chocolate, dark chocolate ice cream are going to be more prominent than anything, I think. So, is there a picture or anything for that recipe? What
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
I didn't scroll down. Yeah, there's a picture. There's a picture. I didn't scroll down. That was my fault.
Oh,
Rich creamy butterscotch ice cream mingled with chocolate brownie bites, caramel fudge sauce, and perfect to
Now,
vape.
see, okay. Now I don't understand how this would translate to vape form because it would. You're gonna look. The picture looks good, and eating it like you're eating it for real, I can understand that. But in vape form, isn't it all gonna get lost and muddled in that recipe, Rocky? I'm sorry, I'm just asking.
You have to vape it with a spoon.
I mean,
The most lost probably would be your vanilla. Agree with you there. The butterscotch caramel, there should be enough there to get that to come through.
right, the
That
butterscotch.
that ice cream dark chocolate itself has a very unique chocolate that kind of should still stand there a little
Yeah.
bit. But the vanillas, I mean, there might be a little vanilla like background note, but it's not going to be forward with it. It's also the leche is going to add to the caramels and creams,
Right. Yeah. I see all that.
and the caramel biscuit will actually help too, give a little texture. The only thing, if I was being honest here, is the brownie part. It's not like a fudge brownie, this milky caramel fudge. It's more like a creamy fudge,
Yeah.
like a caramel creamy fudge. So that'd be the one thing: is there enough chocolate to pull off actual fudgy brownie? That'd be the only questionable thing. Other than that, no, this looks. I bet it tastes delicious.
I think I have everything but the caramel biscuit. I got everything.
That's going to be the most
I
texture thing in there.
Yep.
yeah, I was thinking that too. In my case, you know that cheesecake on Graham from SSA?
Hmm.
It has the caramel biscuit in it.
Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, add more vanilla if you're a thing. You could do that. You can always add more vanilla to make it punch through, especially French vanilla thick. If you really wanted to, you could add the gelato.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Vanilla gelato would actually bump that vanilla note. Without
Have it.
mixing, I couldn't tell. You might get the vanilla to come through. The vanilla is going to be there, but is it going to be prominent?
I don't know. The
You know,
vanilla ice
the
cream.
easiest one to kind of blend away is actually the butterscotch ripple is going to round it all off a little. Was my only concern about it, but it's still going to be a nice sweet caramel chocolate cream at the very least, with vanilla hints of vanilla, which I could, even though I'm not a big like Steve and I, neither one of us are a big fan of butterscotch ripple. That's muting like factor to it. There's just something about it, not my favorite, but it isn't like bad. I've had a lot of commercial liquids with it in it. I know it's in it. Good, it's solid. Most people love it.
Yeah, a
Some of
lot of
us are
people
really
do.
picky. Some of us are
I
picky.
I don't I don't think I ever really considered the muting factor. I've never really felt like I was overusing it either. Like I've never,
I
put it
agree
in
with CJ.
anything as
You push it
high.
stupid high, it will mute, but it don't mute around 2-3%.
I get that off
I,
flavor. I get it even at 2-3%. I still taste it.
yeah, there's just something about it I don't like
Oh,
personally.
they don't have brownie, huh?
That chocolate glazed donut and a caramel biscuit together, I think, is what's giving you the most texture there. And then the milky caramel fudge kind of has this gooey texture to it too.
I got
I
you.
think it'd be pretty tasty.
I understand.
I do have that chocolate glazed donut.
You know, Rocky, I was thinking that myself. They don't have that brownie. If you had that DFA brownie put in there, just a little bit of it with all those creams, it would work. But unfortunately, yes, I was thinking that myself. I said if you could, but I didn't say it because I thought it in my head. Have it at Bull City.
Yeah.
They don't have it hardly anywhere. It's hard to get that brownie now. And it is a good brownie. It's just dry, but that wouldn't be dry in that mix. That would be, if you added that in, I guarantee you get like pretty much what you seen in that picture.
Get it straight from the Flavor Apprentice, can't you?
Yeah, it's still available in different places. You just have to really hunt it down. I think I got mine at Nomz, but I don't know if they have it in stock now.
And I meant to pick it up a couple times and keep on taking it out of my cart to keep my costs down.
And Rocky, we all know this, and Hippie, you know this. sometimes you have to believe in the mix.
Yep.
This is one of those ones you might have to believe those couple little things you have to forgive because of the single source.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not going to be delicious. But yeah, a single source is a little bit of a challenge.
Can you
Can
vape
be.
it and will it keep you off cigarettes?
Nice, nice, Rocky. Nice.
Even with even though like I said, I'm not butterscotch triple's not on my top faves.
Hey, Fitty,
I can vape that, especially with the other caramels, in there to back it. Yeah, I can vape that.
I actually really like the butterscotch triple, honestly.
A lot of people do.
A lot of people do. But don't, I love this. Rocky actually has another one here that's simpler, but fits right in exactly what we're just talking about. Butterscotch debate. You see this one? Butterscotch triple flavor West at 3 and milk and honey flavor at 3. You're not going to mute milk and honey. So I think he's safe here. If you're mixing milk and honey at 3, you are not muting that flavor. I don't give a shit what. You're not muting that milk and honey. It's going to be there.
No,
That's
I
honey, bro.
I could
Not
put
even
milk
Nomz
and
bread.
honey in a mix at 0.75% and taste
And
it
you're not
just
muting
fine.
it out. No. I like this though, Rocky. That's awesome. It's great that you have this up after that discussion. Butterscotch based off against milk and honey. My vote is milk. Yeah, I think milk and honey. Or maybe you can get along together. Oh, milk and
Later,
money. Butterscotch money. I'm curious. I'm really curious here. Hey, Fitty. I'm positive milk and honey is going to take over at 3% because that is a potent flavor.
Yeah.
But will they get along together? I feel like I need some kind of cream or something in here more than just a ripple to smooth this out for me. I think this for me would be like wholly saturated. What about you, Steve? What do you think? I think that might be a little saturated for me.
Yeah, I mean,
6% and it's overdone for me.
I would want a cream in there.
I would have to put something
Personally.
in. Yeah.
Flavora cream.
The cream.
Just something.
Rocky's got me used to that. And I do think the Flavora cream
Yeah.
goes well with that milk and honey too.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's got to be saturated, Rocky. There's no question about it. It's
I
simple.
said Flavora because Rocky. But I think
It is a good solid cream. It mixes well with the milk and honey. Because you get too sweet of a cream with that milk and honey, it kind of doesn't seem to vibe as good. I love that you put that out, Rocky, after we just had that discussion. I knew it was coming, but apparently.
Yeah. I saw that the other night.
Real quick, small detour. Sorry, I don't mean to take away from the mixing. However, I saw that Fetty put it in here, so I might as well just mention this right away. For anyone who decides that they want to reach out and try to help Apathy Miller with any sort of medical itself, then feel free to go ahead. Click the link in chat that Fetty put in there, and
I need that link.
you can help out Apathy and his family with medical crisis and getting over some of the shit that he's been going through.
You gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he had open heart surgery, a pacemaker put in. And that's some serious costs. I know for a fact that heart surgery costs an arm and a leg past insurance.
I want to start sharing this in my chat on Wednesdays.
Thank you, Fitty. Yeah, I know. You use milk and honey 3% in the mix too, CJ?
At 3, bro. That's
You guys are so brave. that flavor is so potent to me. So potent.
It is to me too. I mean, it's strong.
8.5%. I still fucking taste it amongst everything.
Yeah, 0.25%. I can taste it in the mix. I know it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one more for Rocky here, so don't worry. One stop dark chocolate raspberry. Hey, that sounds delicious. Butterscotch medicine flour at 2.2. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's it. Look at this. We'll see what the percentages. Dark chocolate medicine flour 0.4, wild raspberry medicine flour 0.4. was a 1%er. I have a feeling that has some flavor to it for a 1%er. Unstopped dark chocolate. I like that picture. It's nice and like just classy looking. Tartness of raspberries complements the richness of dark chocolate with smooth butterscotch balancing out those intense flavors. All flavors are available at Medicine Flower. See? The good one, Rocky.
I knew Rocky was gonna do one of those.
I'm happy he
I
did
just
because
had a
that actually,
feeling. Yeah.
you know, I'm happy he
That-
did because that, you know, think about this. Yeah, the bottles are expensive. You're mixing 1 freaking percent for your entire mix.
Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't had the butterscotch, but the dark chocolate and the wild raspberry together,
The
absolutely.
dark chocolate and the blueberry together. I don't have
Absolutely
the
delicious.
raspberry. Oh, the
Yeah.
dark chocolate is bar none the best dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Question about it. It's not even a debate. Using the caramel butterscotch, butterscotch. Yeah, Rocky, I've been on a weird maple kick, so I understand you completely. I got off it tonight for a reason. But, you know, it's been nonstop maple because I just fell in love with that maple flavor.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Mc- it's not something you absolutely need, but if you would like to try it, then I mean, sure, pick it up. But
Repent quick.
it's not something you need to chase down, at least in my personal opinion. I mean, it's a good flavor, but
Throw it in the trash. That's what you need to
You
do
don't
with it.
need-
Sorry, Rocky.
I don't think you need to chase down milk and honey. Like it's
How do I send you mine?
good, but it's not. It's not like, oh my god, I have to have this in my
It
my
depends on.
stash.
If you're
It-
playing
it-
proper Pokemon with these, you have to have it.
Yeah.
Like proper
mean-
Pokemon, yeah, I got to have them all.
Sure.
I'm working not toward it. I'm working my way toward it as best I can.
Milk and honey, for me, I typically don't use it high. There goes my camera. It just adds a very specific accent when I want that. Like there's just no substitute for it.
I
There's a
literally
very specific
Yeah.
accent I'm looking for, and that's when I'm reaching for it.
Very dark, sweet for me. Very dark, sweet, pungent flavor for me. And I actually have mixed a few of Rocky's recipes, but he usually typically low where I like it. But
Yeah.
once in a while he pushes it a little bit, and okay, I'm not a big fan of it heavy. It's just really kind of kicks me sideways with it, like potency of it.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm
But
weird.
if you like that flavor,
I get Honey Nut Cheerios out of it for some reason.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Focus.
but I've literally never mixed with milk and honey unless it was a recipe that I was mixing from Rocky. That's literally the only reason I have it.
I attempted to once, decided I'll just mix Rockies.
Yep.
Like if I'm not mixing like apple dapple or something from Rocky, like I literally never use milk and honey for anything ever.
Not just milk and honey. It's same thing with it. Well, I guess Fitty has a good one too, but Alpine strawberry, I don't care to try and mix with it, but I don't mind the recipes that they have come up with.
Yeah,
They've
see,
come up
that's
with good
the one.
recipes.
I also like just don't have $30 for a fucking 10 ml bottle. So I mean, I'm good off of Alpine strawberry. There's plenty of other fancy strawberries out there that I can mix with.
Am I the only one that took advantage of when it's on a 50% off tab at Bull City? I guess I'm the only one that took advantage of that back when it was in there. It's like I saw it and I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, if it was
Okay,
that
so-
cheap or something, I'll probably pick it up too.
We got McDucky here with slippery nipples, single source. Black licorice VTA at 3, cherry liqueur VTA at 2, Irish cream
Ooh.
VTA at 6, light rum VTA at 1.5, and sweet mate VTA at 0.5. All flavors purchased at King Flavors UK. Thank you for that, because King Flavors has also got the chefs that are left over, the real chefs flavors. Naughty little drink from the House of Vape Train, traditionally an Irish cream layered with some sambuca, black licorice flavored liqueur, with just a drop of grenadine. I started with a drop of grenadine. We're using VT cherry liqueur. Then I added sambuca, combining the light rum and the black licorice. And then I topped it off with a healthy dose of VT Irish cream. It's creamy, sweet, nice alcoholic bite for liquors, cherry liqueur, and light rum. Honestly, I don't know if you could have made that better. That is the right flavor house to chase for that. It really is. I don't think I have the liqueur. I'm missing the liqueur. I know I am. The cherry liqueur. Because it wasn't available at Nomz when I was collecting the VTs. But yeah. All right, McDucky. Yeah, let me know how to. I mean, I like your description, but did it turn up as good? Because that actually does look pretty decent. Cherry ice cream smoothness, black licorice. Yeah, a little light rum in there. That can be in your face, powerful. It's more of a smooth drink mix, which is the kind I prefer anyway most of the time.
When the custard premium goes empty.
Hey, Apathy.
Hey, apathy, there you are. Be able to use Nomz Super Concentrate after this contest, I promise. Nice. Nomz Super Concentrates are pretty damn good. I mean, somebody likes a whiskey cream in here a little more than even me. Wonder who. Actually,
I don't know.
this is a debate.
I
This is
don't
a
know.
debate. Who's in the lead here between the two of you and what liking it more?
Mm,
It's
pretty
pretty
tasty.
I
tough.
don't know who you're, I don't know who you're talking
I'm
about.
talking about you,
Hey,
Steve. No, and everybody.
I know. I'm ignoring you. Hold on. I gotta yell.
I'm
at
up here with the loving it, but I don't know. I think you guys beat me out on how much you love it. Like, wow, you guys really wouldn't put it down for a while.
I like that. I'm just ignoring you. Don't mind me.
Oh, we got sticky buttercream supreme from Straight Vaping
Trying,
CJ.
trying
Butter
to climb
VSO
behind the PlayStation.
again.
Sorry.
Butter VSO 1.5, yes. Carrot cake from VTA 2.5. Actually, a decent spiced carrot cake. Devon cream from Cupcake World at 4. Maple syrup from SSA at 0.5. That's the new one that we fell in love with. Super sweet from Cap at 0.75. And it's a toffee butter from Nomz at 1.5. That's a dark toffee butter.
I didn't even know they had a carrot cake.
Yo,
And I
can I?
still gotta
They
yell
do.
at
It's a
something.
nice. It's like a more like a nice spice cake, but it's pretty damn tasty. And I spiced with that dark toffee and the maple syrup. That looks really well thought out, CJ. This is gonna be like on the darker side of rich with that butter. Butter is gonna be lightening it up.
Yeah, the butter's
Can I sub out the butter for either
carrot
Nomz or VTA?
Put that down.
You can. It won't be the same, but you can. It'll be a little more margarine-y side than true butter, but other than that,
Yeah.
it still would taste good. Man, that's a really nice use of these flavors together, I think.
I just feel bad that I have such a problem with it. Like literally all of his flavors.
If you're sensitive to that,
The
and
only
no,
one that I'm
you're
not
just sensitive.
sensitive to, and it's really fucking weird, and I don't know why. The only one I'm not sensitive to is the crisp citrus soda. That's the only one that I can use. And I
Rich,
don't.
decadent buttercream toffee, carrot cake cupcakes with maple syrup drizzled. Warning: this may cause diabetes. Also, some Nomz Cupcake World Devon Cream is sold as Devon Cream Nomz treats. Yes.
Ooh.
And I'm not gonna lie, that DJ, that looks really, really
I
good.
actually have that.
Really.
We finally got that Devon cream too.
Yeah, that definitely looks like something.
I would vape that. I would definitely vape that.
I've been wanting to think of an
And it's
idea.
it's always very far from me, this Devon cream. It's not dark flavor or nothing either,
That's another one I keep on taking out of my cart.
Use more.
Another one
It's
you're gonna regret that one day when you finally leave it in your cart and you get it. You're like, why did I keep taking
it? It's because summer came, you know what I mean? And I started focusing less on heavier
it's
rich
more of
stuff,
a
or
it's
like,
more of a
yeah.
rich cream. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna want. That's not summertime cream.
And can you put that link in chat? Either Zoom or YouTube, either way. Please.
for that recipe.
Yeah, the one from CJ.
I'll put it in the Facebook. I mean the YouTube chat.
Please
Like, that's
stop,
actually
Casey.
Hey,
so we
Dusty.
got this one-stop wonder with flavor from Echo Dub.
Hey,
Emerdine
Dusty.
apricot. Hey Dusty.
Is there a
Emerdine
bug? Is there a
apricot wonder
bug?
flavors at 1. Oh, the cat. Emerdine apricot wonder flavors at 1. Bread sweet from Wonder Flavors at 0.4. Crepe from Wonder Flavors at 1. Crumble topping Wonder Flavors at 1. Frozen yogurt Wonder Flavors at 2. Mousse mango Wonder Flavors at 2. Powdered donut
Mango
Wonder
mousse.
Flavors at 1. And super sweet and cap at just 0.3. Thinking this way through this,
Hey, Swaggy.
This
Hey,
is
Swag.
kind of like this what, like a breakfast
Is
thing?
there a picture?
This nope. Created for single source recipes. It's an apricot bakery. Sweet. It's delicious. It has a dozen layers. You need to steep it for 4 days. No ideas for more words. It's hot and humid. Too hot and humid for proper thinking. And European soccer championship is going on, so I'm distracted. Deal with it. No pick, no music.
No, I won't deal with it.
And the first question was,
Ugh.
is there a picture?
Who won?
Yeah, who won the game? Updates. I need updated notes on who won. That's all I care about. Yep.
Oops.
What's up,
Sorry.
Swaggy? What's up, Dusty?
Hey, Swaggy.
Knocking over batteries up though. Yeah.
Hippie's mother wears a cape. Yeah, we know that. We just don't know what
Oh
color
yeah,
she's
that's
wearing.
right. And what color is the cape tonight, hippie?
Neon green.
Fuck yeah.
Woohoo.
Fuck yeah. Hippie's mom's rocking it tonight. She's living in the
Yeah.
80s.
Oh yeah.
Also, CJ's got another one here. Screwball. Great vaping. Hey, got cream milky undertones, 101 and 1.5. Irish cream from FA at 0.75. Milk chocolate for Vora at 0.25. That's actually a good flavor as long as you don't overdo it. Peanut butter from Nomz at 1. Yeah, I like that peanut butter, but I haven't mixed with enough to test it. So this is a good idea. Let me know. Peanut butter from TPA at 4. Super sweet from Cap at 0.5. Sweet cream from Flavor West at 1. And then that whiskey cream from Nomz at 1.75.
Mm.
If these flavors work well together, I can see this being really nice. Nice little smooth, like creamy milk, chocolatey, like peanut butter with a touch of that whiskey on the end and the cream. Oh, yeah, I want the drink. I don't even care about the recipe for the thing.
But that's neat.
Screwball, peanut butter whiskey. And didn't we get that, hun? I thought I
What?
got that. The screwball, the peanut butter whiskey. I thought I got that.
I don't remember if it was the Screwball brand, but we did get some peanut butter whiskey. It was not great straight up, but mixed in with coffee, it was amazing.
Yep. Well, that's what it is. This is mixed with cream. Yep. Peanut butter whiskey cream with a hint of chocolate. Exactly. That actually
That actually looks pretty damn good.
it does look good. If as long as all those ingredients decide to play nice with each other, I see nothing going bad with that recipe.
Yeah. Dusty Country Road, nice to see you.
Then are we into? We're into our recipes. Who wants to go first? Which Steve wants to go first?
I'll go. I don't care.
All right. Banana fingers and icing.
We don't pull up over here, y'all. All right. This is a really on the knuckle. This tastes amazing, and vape it tastes pretty good too. But I haven't had time to sit with it for a minute. But anyway, it's banana from Trillium, 2%, classic sponge cake, SSA or mulberry, whatever, 1.5. Clotted cream, SSA, 1.5. Cream cheese icing from Lorenz at 1.5. Soft banana, mulberry at 2.5. And sweetened to taste. I used Flora sweetness.
I love that
Yeah.
cream cheese from Lorna's, bro.
I just keep trying bananas, man. I love banana, so anything banana, I just stick banana and everything.
That looks really, really good. I can get behind that. A little bit of slight candy banana from that, but then you also are using a softened banana from Mullenberry's, more realistic. You got a nice combination there. You got sponge cake as your base for your bakery note. A lot
Yeah,
of
and I think
cream
that one was that Nomz or was that?
Um,
yeah, Noms probably.
I'm sorry, but real quick, Steve, why are you drugging your cat?
So she'll leave me alone.
Wait, what's going on?
Time.
I
I
took
missed
one
that.
of her. I take her little like puffy ball, and then I go rub the ball in catnip, and then toss it. And
Okay, so it's just catnip. Got it.
yeah, just cat.
Did I send you that little the like little dispensary thing, Steve? From Instagram, the little dispensary video,
I think so.
a cat hutch dispensary video. The way your cats are with catnip, I thought it was perfect.
I just started giving it to her.
Are you thinking of Dave and his cats with catnip by chance?
No, I think Steve said to you something about catnip. The cat was getting into catnip the other day when we were talking. Or you just started, like, didn't you start like a week or two ago? Or was it more
Me?
recent than that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just started giving it to her a few days ago.
Catnip.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like
I just
once a
sent
day.
that clip like yesterday or day before.
I just take the ball and just rub it in the catnip a little bit, and then she plays with it for like half an hour and chills out afterwards.
CJ. My cat's like meth. Meth.
Wait, that you're definitely thinking of Dave there.
Yeah. Here you go, Steven. Steven, here you go. Misfits Fruit Blend of DIY Canada. Let's get into this before we get into the meth.
This one had turned out really good too. I threw this together as a joke, and it turned out to be fucking amazing. I don't know what the fuck. If I try to make a good recipe, it turns out, If I make it just a bullshit something, throw it off the wall, it turns out to be one of my greatest ones. What the fuck? Anyway,
Yeah, I love
Misfits.
it when that happens.
Yeah, Misfits Fruit Blend. You can get all this from DIY Canada. Apricot TPA at 3%, cantaloupe flavor art at 2%, double watermelon cap at 4%, Saturn peach flavora at 2.5, and sweeten to taste again. That's the sweetener always use.
It sounds really good, Steven.
It is.
I
It's amazing, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
I was hoping you were talking about Misfits, the band. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
My
I can't
brother,
say that
one of
word
my
without
brothers
thinking
has the Misfits stuff all over his room.
If I say Misfits, that immediately pops in my head, so anything turns into Misfits.
Even brought out an older flavor, the old apricot from TPA, and put it in there. But with that Saturn peach, I imagine. Nice.
You know, I was gonna use
Cantaloupe, I
another
like it. Cantaloupe.
flavor.
Double
art,
watermelon. Double water muffin cap, still solid. The SSA is a little richer, but they're both really good. Still solid flavor. Nice. That's got to be kind of really juicy. Must taste more,
Yes.
almost like a juice recipe, like a
It's like a drink, kind of.
yeah, like a drink, like a juice drink, like you get like
Juice
Aldi.
box or whatever.
Aldi has, we always get the
What do
The
they call
guava
it?
mango.
guava mango juice in like half gallons, and that reminds me of something like that. That's
Like a Capri Sun almost.
the double watermelon always reminded me of like watermelon in the Arizona watermelon.
God, that was gross. Holy shit.
Those are gross.
And
That
then
was way past licking.
I think we're to Steve-O and then Lady Liberty. So they usually share their own, so I'll let them
I
go.
only have 3 tonight.
Yeah, how many Steve-O go after? 40?
40 what?
Mixes.
Recipes? 2. I was gonna do one, and then
Now you share it, Bob. I didn't see yours.
I had an idea to do a second one, which is
I'll get it in a second, Bob.
a white whale I've been chasing here. Here's there it is.
Tell me I did that right.
All right.
What's page?
So wanting to use the butter pecan praline ice cream from Perillum since I got it. So I did a maple, oh, and also the maple syrup. Maple pecan ice cream. Full city flavors is everything. You can find everything there. Butter pecan flavor west at 2.5%. Butter pecan praline ice cream Perillum at 3%. Custard premium flavor art at 1%. Maple syrup flavor art at 1.25%. Super sweet Perillum at 0.6%.
Sorry, Steve.
You're all right. Tahitian vanilla cream Wonder flavors at 1%. And vanilla bean ice cream flavor west at 3%. And yeah, I just thought I'd put these together to get a nice rich butter pecan flavor. Add some maple syrup to it to give it that hint of maple, and build out my ice cream with the flavor west. Add a little bit more buttery custard, you know, and the Tahitian vanilla cream really thickens it up nice. So, and I just added a picture since everybody's asking for pictures tonight.
Oh yeah, I saw there was no picture on mine, so I got to refresh it. The version.
That's probably this actually looked a little more mapley color when I downloaded that from my phone, but it's all right. You get.
I actually, yeah, maple pecan ice cream or maple walnut ice cream are some of my favorites. Maple walnut was my grandfather's. He liked maple pecan though, as well. They're like nostalgic to my grandfather.
And then this is a bit of a white whale of mine I've been chasing. So we're up to a version 3. Because I was also in the mood for maple. Everybody's been mapling it up. I don't have the new one, but I had to hop on that maple train because I just couldn't stop that craving. But this is a cornbread pudding version 3. I wanted to use the flavor art maple again here. Is one of the reasons I actually bought the flavor. However, I wanted to do a Nomz recipe as well, and they don't have the flavor art maple syrup. So I went cornbread 1-on-1 at 4%, custard extra 1, flavor art at 1.5, maple bar Flavora at 1.5, maple syrup candy Wonder flavors at 1%, pudding base VTA at 1%, super sweet Perillum at 0.5%, and vanilla pudding Flavora at 2%.
I'm sorry. For the recipe again, I got distracted by the Medicare advertisement on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah. You really need me to?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the cornbread 1-on-1 up to 4%, you know, is pretty standard trying to do a cornbread here. I mean, cornbread's such a versatile flavor. Like if you use it lower, it's just a really delicious cake or additive to a cake. But when you push it up that high, you really start to get the actual corn, you know, notes in the cornbread. I wanted to add some maple to it, maple syrup candy and the maple bar. I get a really, really nice, nice heavy maple from these two together. The maple bar also has that yeasty type of bakery note to it that should help the cornbread, as well as the pudding base VTA. This is the ideal spot for it because not only is it a nice bridge into the pudding, but that also has, it's like that bread pudding. It's got that bakery, that buttery bakery type of element to it. The vanilla pudding Flavora. I actually considered trying Chemnovatic here, but I just love Flavora's vanilla pudding so much. And the custard extra 1 is a new addition to trying out because I'm trying to really nail down the actual pudding base aspect here. And I just got the custard extra recently, and it seemed like it would really work in a pudding. And that's, one of the changes from like the V2 are a few of the elements from the pudding to hopefully try and get this nailed down. It's been a white whale of mine. They always come out delicious, but the actual texture of the pudding always needs work. Would this stuff get out of the way?
The vanilla pudding's a cheat
Sheesh.
code. I love it.
So yeah.
Oh, by the way, because
Yeah.
Cassie was so rude to Bob, I'm gonna let Bob go next.
But it's Bob. I hate to agree with Bob.
There you go, Bob. It's up on a big screen.
Ow.
Because we want you to be able to celebrate, before her.
Well,
She was mean.
considering the 4th of July is coming up,
It is.
and I don't think we're doing 4th of July mixes. We're doing bunny mixes.
We are Saturday.
I wanted to try out the new red, white, and blue popsicle from Flavora, as well as the apple raz. So I did a bomb pop, apple raz, Flavora at 1, blue raz, real flavors at 2. Sweet and cool taste. I used my cooling combination. It's a fucking bomb pop. Come on, it's got to be cold. Red, white, and blue popsicle blast Flavora at 2.5. Shisha lime and Aware at 1. Soda base and real flavors at 1.5. Sweet and taste. I use super sweet from Cap because citric acid should do well in this recipe. And tart blast from Flavora at 1/2. There you go.
Whoa. Description and a half.
Yeah, I just wrote out my thinking on.
Okay, so it is like a drink. That I was going to ask you about the soda base, but you're making this into like a bomb pop drink.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense now.
Yep, like a
I was
beverage.
about to ask you, why do you put the soda base in there? And I go down here now. I see it. Here.
Yep.
Did you mix it up already?
No. I need to find my apple raz. I just got it in when I got in those 10 Flavora flavors, and I'm not sure where I put it. So gotta find it.
I had to restock.
That's what I'm hoping that apple raz helps with the cherry, because I didn't want to put any other cherries in there. The ones I had that DIY-ejuice had in Canada, I'm not really a big fan of, and I don't think they'd play well in there. So,
You know what might have worked well in there? Well, 2 things. One, I want to know how that red, white, and blue is when you get a chance to try it.
everything I've heard, man, everybody says it's straight up spot on. Perfectly
so like I
balanced.
had to restock on some flavors, right? But I could only get Perillum from Bull City instead of Canada or Nomz, right? So I had to order from Bull City, and I saw it was on there, so I ordered it along with some of the restocks. So I'm interested to see how that is, because I was planning on using it for the 4th of July, for next Saturday. Since apparently the bunny is way more important than our Independence Day,
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
seriously.
while we're at that bunny thing, the reason the bunny episode isn't up yet is I'm still waiting for the thumbnail from her. I told her
I
she wanted
told
the
you
bunny
I'm
thing,
not doing it. It's your show. Make your own goddamn thumbnail. You.
but I didn't come up with that day.
I didn't either. It was just the day she was born.
The red, white, and blue popsicle, by the way, is good. The only problem is you can't turn it up all the way you really want to saturate it. So you do have to build it out like Bob did. That's the
Okay.
only downside to it,
Yeah.
is because when you turn it up too much, you do get that cherry cough drop. It starts to
Yeah,
shine.
the only thing I would think of like that would maybe work out better in that, like as far as flavorings are concerned, because I know you were talking about cherries and stuff, would maybe be the cherry limeade from Real Flavors, because that way you're getting both the cherry and the lime for the white and blue. But I mean, I don't know. It could possibly work out perfectly fine, right? But it could also be the wrong flavor entirely. So
That cherry in this, as long as you don't turn it up, is the right cherry for a bomb pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the redness from that apple raz
Will help.
will help push that cherry, help
Mhm.
push the red aspect of the bomb pop. Yeah. And then obviously the blue raz from Real Flavors to push the blue. and Shisha Lime and Tart Blast help push the lime aspect.
Like want shisha.
I've
lime.
been considering trying to make one with the with that new the new lime from Nomz.
I
Yeah,
sweet lime.
see the jungle flavors cherry limeade is really good.
It is.
Yeah, but you gotta use it at like
Yeah, I wanna
14%.
Well, because it's a one shot.
That is the truth. You need over
Yeah.
5%.
I want to use that cherry limeade actually from Real Flavors. I actually have it, but I want to pair it up with that sweet lime from Nomz and see how that comes out, right? Because it's that nice like ice cream cone, well, not ice cream cone, but like shaved ice lime syrup. So
That's what I get from Shisha Lime.
She's just
Yeah.
close. The closest one to that new one.
Shisha.
like I'm curious if it'll work out the way that I'm imagining it in my head.
Yeah, we
There's
don't
no one
have
way
the
to
real
tell.
flavors one, but I did pair the jungle flavor one with that sweet lime from Nom's, and it turned out really good. That cherry limeade from a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
the L recipe week, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was L.
So shisha lime is syrupy like the sweet
Yeah,
lime
that's
is?
straight
It
up what
is,
I get
it-
from it. It's
It's
lime
syrupy,
slushy
but it's
syrup.
a little bit more on the tangier side, and it's a little touch more on the candied side versus the sweet sugary. It's more like
Yeah, I
it's
want
slightly, but it's pretty close. It's the closest one up to this date. That's what it would
I
my go-to
want-
before the new one.
like a good like lime juice. It's not necessarily syrupy.
Like a fresh
and
lime juice.
Cordial.
Yeah.
From Vape Train.
Or-
Get some
cordial from
lime
Vape Train.
cordial from Vape Train. It's straight up lime juice.
I don't want to have to rely on any more vape train stuff. That's my. I mean,
then you're not
I'd be
getting
happy.
it.
I'd be happy to try. I'd be happy to try it. I mean, I have Persian lime, and Persian lime works
Lime
great
raw,
in
man. That's about
some
the closest
aspects.
thing you're
The,
getting.
the Tahiti,
Well, then that
lime Tahiti.
Tahiti's
yeah, I
not
have-
lime
Hi, Deco
juice.
Dub.
it's not juice.
Oh no, but no, they're nice limes.
Yeah.
Lime raw, Steve-O. If you don't
Right,
want to go
wrap it
Vape
up.
Train, lime raw. That's
I
mine.
mean, I'd love,
usually
I'd love,
pair lime
Persian
raw
lime.
with the shisha. I love that
I'd-
combo.
I had no problem trying like lime cordial or a VTA for myself for personal use, but if I put something together and it ends up
Yeah,
awesome, and then
yep,
you know,
yep,
as
you're
far
gonna
as
sell
trying,
it. Yep.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, hon, it's all you.
Okie dokie.
I'll check and see if there's more new ones, but go ahead.
If my computer would cooperate and share the screen.
No, looks like they're up to date.
All right, so the first one I did was all Wonder Flavors, a tropical rum drink. I did the boysenberry raspberry at 1.5 quarter. Sorry, coconut rum at 2, mojito at 3, passion fruit at 1.5, pina colada gummy candy at 3, super sweet at 1, and tropical gummy candy Wonder Flavor at 2. And I just tried this one. This one's really, really good.
And you can order Wonder Flavors direct.
Yes.
Usually, I think it's
Yeah.
more only large sizes. They don't think they do small sizes. The only downside.
I think they do 2 ounce and up.
Yep,
You
2
have
ounces.
added some of your ingredients to your flavor stash.
Which
Says
I
your
might
mixed
actually.
ingredients.
Yeah, she hasn't. She didn't do any of her flavor stash. She doesn't have.
Yeah,
one.
I don't have a
Ah,
flavor
you're
stash.
slacking. You're slacking.
I am, but my flavor stash is Tim's flavor stash. So if you want to see my flavor stash, go look at Tim's.
That's not even accurate. You're still missing a lot.
And then the second one, I haven't tried the second and third one yet. I'm trying to dry out wicks, but I did a boozy blueberry muffin. This is all BCF.
Jesus.
So I did blueberry jam at 2 from Wonder Flavor, blueberry muffin flavor at 3, blueberry muffin Wonder Flavor at 3, bourbon aged cream Wonder Flavor at 1.25, buttercream from Cap at 1.5, Flavora caramel at 0.5, Kentucky bourbon TPA at 1, Madagascar bourbon vanilla TPA at 1.2, smoked butterscotch Flavora at 1, super sweet at 1, and vanilla ice cream from Wonder Flavor at 2. which was a sub because for some reason we can't find the buttercream from Wonder Flavor, so I put this in as an extra cream. And then
When Cassie said all the flavors, she meant every flavor that BCF carries.
I'm pretty much sure.
all right, so
Pretty much, yeah.
this recipe started out as I was gonna do like a banana blueberry muffin. And then as I'm going through BCF and Tim Stash and making recipes, it turned into way too much. So I was like, we'll just do this as a blueberry muffin. We'll make a different banana thing.
You could probably
Right.
cut half those ingredients out of that recipe and it'd still be good.
Yeah,
It's gonna be potent. Let's
it's
say
gonna
that.
be potent, but I wanted it potent.
You're gonna be able to taste that in an MTL from across 3 states.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh, I mean,
And
if there's
then-
one thing that we've learned, that's how Cassie likes her liquid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play with boozes very often, so I just went for it like hardcore.
Kentucky bourbon. Woo.
I almost took that out. I might regret that, but we'll see if it cuts it with all the creams
That-
and other stuff I got.
For those who don't know,
No,
that's
no.
that's the rock gut bourbon flavor. Yep.
Listen. No, not at 1%, and it goes well. Those 3 bourbons.
Yeah,
all
1%
pair
would be all right.
Very,
1% would be fine.
very, very well together.
Oh yeah,
very
I
well.
totally wasn't gonna push that high. No fucking
Yeah.
way.
But she
No.
did go with one of the more potent bourbons. She really did.
I did,
No, it's just right at 1%.
but I wanted it to like kick through a little bit, but not a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Gonna be a steeper. You didn't put
Oh,
steeper.
for sure,
Sorry,
it's gonna be a
guys.
steeper. It's got blueberry jam, so it's gonna be a
That's good.
7-day steeper at least.
7 to 10
At
days.
Yeah.
That's a flavor and I don't use too much is that aged bourbon cream. I don't use that very much anymore. I don't know why. I don't know. It's one of those flavors, you know.
hmm
I
I
don't
think I
have-
only used it once. Like I have.
I used that in that bourbon cheesecake I made. That and I think Swaggy's bourbon, and it was so good. I love that flavor. I should use it more.
Yeah, I know. That's a good flavor.
And then last but not least is a thick banana pudding milkshake, also BCF. So I did banana cream flavor West at 4 and banana cream LA at 4, caramel flavora at a half, French vanilla thick wonder flavor at 1, milkshake cap at 2.5, milkshake mullenberry at 0.8, smoked butterscotch flavora at 1, super sweet at 1, vanilla bean ice cream flavor West at 3, vanilla gelato Italian at 2.5, vanilla pudding from Flavora to give that pudding note at 1.5, and SSA whipped cream at 1. And then just
That sounds delicious.
like a nice thick puddingy banana milkshake with whipped cream and butterscotch drizzle. Yep. That's it.
That's good.
Crazy.
Looks
Crazy
like
Lucy?
shit, Lady Liberty. It looks like for real. Don't everybody quit. Y'all quit lying. It looks like it's
Yeah, you see what I put in? Happy, I'm glad you read what I said in chat and are taking it literally. Let's go for it.
Wait, why am I cheating, Swaggy? I just kind of got back to the chat because I was going over recipes. What the heck?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's the point. It doesn't matter. Just agree with Swaggy. That's all.
No, I'm not gonna agree with Swaggy when I'm telling me I'm cheating.
All right. So,
Yes.
Hippie, you got anything tonight?
Man, I could probably pull every single recipe that I've made and it'd come from a single source. Because the only companies I order from is Bull City Flavors and VSO. And that's it. You know, I mean, well, I get one flavoring from DIY Flavor Shack, you know, which is my
The one you got me to get.
RY4 V2. That's the only flavoring I get from this company. So really, and then here's the only flavoring I get from this company, Liquid Barn Vanilla Ice Cream.
Yeah.
And your TFA cheesecake. That's
Yeah.
That's a direct.
Yeah, so pretty much every single recipe I got comes from single source flavor house.
Is that direct? TFA cheesecake?
Yeah, that's where you had to get it. Isn't it Hippie direct? TFA cheesecake.
Oh, yeah, from TPA, yeah.
And then there's that tobacco one that you had Tim get from that.
That's what he just showed. He just showed it.
Oh, I was reading chat. Sorry, hippie.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. So really,
Oh, oh, honey, you were gonna give the announcement about the code.
Thing.
What
Remember?
code?
Verbatim for someone, maybe if someone doesn't realize that the codes are available at these sites, you were gonna give an announcement. You said you were going to.
I said I didn't. Stop being a dickhead. I told you I wasn't gonna pick on Duchess anymore because he doesn't pay attention. Okay. Just because you've had a code for DIY for months and he didn't realize it,
Here's the thing. All right. I just want people to know this before she tries to give me shit. All right. These two helped me order flavors, so I didn't waste any money on things that I did not need. And I still didn't use the fucking codes. And I was in Zoom with them. They still did not remind me. So when I don't
Use the one for Nomz.
hold on,
Witness.
when I don't remember to use codes, all right, it's both Tim and Cassie's fault because they were in Zoom with me and they still didn't tell me.
All right,
Right, but
explain
Tim should have reminded you. It's his
but
code.
explain the question. Wait, your statement. You should get one for DIY Canada.
Pay attention to who
No.
has
He goes,
codes.
Tim, I wish you had a code for DIY Canada. And I'm
Do
like,
not pay
that's
attention to who has codes because I do not use them. I always forget and never use them.
I wouldn't pick on you about it if we didn't love you, though, Duchess.
Yeah, whatever. All I heard was, let me go make you some peanut brittle.
We'll see.
These are some really
Anyway,
good looking.
so,
How
do
tiny
you
the
have anything to
swamp
go
bottle
over,
is.
Hippie, before I try to go over some of mine?
Look how tiny the squunk
Oh,
bottle
I
is.
don't think Hippie heard you.
Do
Good
what?
job. Good job.
Do what?
That's all we needed to know. I wanted to know if you had any recipes you wanted to go over before I went over mine.
Not really. I mean, I'm really just getting inspiration tonight for me to create some new recipes. Really, I'm watching and reading everybody else's and getting ideas.
All right. Well, before I go over this one, let me finish stripping it because the one I'm going over right now is literally being dripped as we speak. So I will tell you exactly how it tastes right now. Oh, cool.
He's so
So,
pretty.
I got a couple to go over. First one we're gonna go over, nut and or butter. All right. Listen, we gotta stick with the real dirty theme. Thanks to Bob. All right. He's my inspiration for everything. Obviously, just another butter cookie. These things are fucking delicious. I'm also obsessed with peanut butter, so there's that. Sweetened to
Good thing
taste.
to be obsessed with.
Yeah, sweetened to taste. Right. Obviously, I used 0.75 because the cookies are a little bit. They're a little bit sweet, but they're a little bit savory. At least from the last time I've had them, from my memory. But we went with cream fresh from FA at 1%. Biscuit from Inuara, 1%. Marshmallow vanilla from 101, 1.5%. Powdered sugar 1-on-1 at 0.75%. Biscuit from SSA at 1.25. Peanut butter from SSA at 0.5, and then cookie butter at 1.25. It's it's good, but like I'm getting the cookie element out of it, but the peanut butter honestly is a little bit lost, which is weird to me. So I might turn it up just a little bit.
Turn it down for what?
I try to keep the SSA peanut butter down a little bit low because it is a potent flavor. But it kind of just got lost amongst everything. But I put the powdered sugar in here to go along with the peanut butter, because like when you make like a peanut butter like frosting or a cream, typically you're gonna sweeten it with like confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, right? And then maybe a little bit of vanilla in there, like if you're actually like baking it. So that's what the powdered sugar's in there for. Obviously, the 2 biscuits in there for the cookie, along with the cookie butter itself, and then the marshmallow just to kind of like give it a little bit of that mouthfeel and fluff up that cream in the middle. So I mean it's good. Don't get me wrong, but the peanut butter needs to be turned up just a little bit because it is kind of buried amongst everything else that's going on with this. So there's that one. And then the next one that we did was Red Night in Florida. First off, one, I would never be caught dead in Florida. All right. But if you're gonna go to Florida, you might want to have a strawberry daiquiri. All right. So we went with Flavora Sweet Coconut at 1.25. Obviously Polar Blast at 0.25. Red Touch Strawberry at 1. Shisha Strawberry from Inora at 2.25. Or sorry, Red Touch. Yeah, sorry, Red Touch at 1. 2.25 on Shisha Strawberry Ripe at 2.5. Meringue at 1%. Light Rum from VT at 1%. Whipped Cream Fresh at 2%. And then 0.25 on the WS23 just for that cooling effect. I haven't tested this one yet. I don't know what it tastes like just yet, but I'm hoping that it comes out real nice. It's got that. I was trying to go for like that sort of strawberry Malibu rum, like slushy sort of feel, right? Like a daiquiri would normally be, like a frozen drink. So I guess we'll figure out how this tastes in a little bit when I try these wicks out.
How does that whipped cream fresh from Wonder Flavors taste?
Oh, bro, that
It's
is
good.
amazing. I love it. It's so good. It's
Okay.
nice, it's fluffy. It's got a nice amount of cream to it, at least in my humble opinion. So I actually prefer this one over a lot of the other like whipped creams that are out there. So they did a real good job. Um, I wanted to make a really dark like lemonade because summer is obviously coming, right? So I'll go over the title in a little bit. Obviously sweetened to taste, right? But Cap Zesty Lemon at 0.25, Boysenberry from Flavora at 3, Sweet Blueberry from Flavor West at 1.5, Polar Blast at 0.25, Shisha Raspberry from Inuara at 0.5, Shisha Strawberry from Inuara at 0.75, Lemonade from LA, from Lorna's at 4%, and WS23 at 0.25. I always keep my cooling down really low. I don't like brain freeze, so I'm
You don't need a
just
lot.
not. I don't understand how people put like 2% of this shit in there.
It's
I think
because they've gotten a tolerance.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
dude, it's like anything, man. I started at literally like 2 drops. The only thing I use more than 1% in is MTL stuff. But
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I wanted a really dark lemonade, hence the blueberry and the boysenberry. So considering that it was dark, we just called it Not Today, Jesus.
Not today, Jesus.
And then last but not least, Cassie came up with this one for me. It's a peanut brittle mix. I'm just kidding, she didn't. But she really should go make some peanut butter right now.
Or you should kiss my ass.
We went with super sweet at 1%, peanut butter Flavora at 0.5%, smoked butterscotch from Flavora at 0.5%, caramel from FA at 1.5%, peanut brittle from Real Flavors at 4%, AP at 0.5%, and then brown sugar from TPA at 0.5%. This Flavora peanut butter literally took over the whole fucking recipe, even at 0.5%. Like, not even kidding. All I taste is fucking dry ass fucking peanut shells. Like, so I don't know if I just need to like find a different peanut, like FA peanut or something else other than this peanut butter, but
Didn't you
it,
get the new Nomz?
it literally took over the whole recipe, huh?
Didn't you get the new Nomz peanut butter? I thought you did.
I don't know. I'll have to check my stash.
You
Maybe.
did. Sub that out and see if that does better for you.
Yeah.
Again,
I
I
mean,
get a lot less of that, like you said, straight up peanut rather
yeah.
than
I mean, I got a little bit of the smokiness, even at like a low percent, out of this butterscotch, which was nice. And I really did appreciate that. I might turn that up just a little bit, but this peanut butter is such a fucking bully. So
peanut.
yeah, it's just straight fucking peanut shows. But we just called it a gift from Cassie because I mean she's supposed to be making peanut brittle, so you know there's that. Otherwise, those are my four for this week, and I mean
Exactly, CJ.
it,
It's just a hint, it's got a hint of like a natural nuttiness, but it's definitely on that 3%. It's the closest to what I want so
what
far.
the peanut butter from Numb.
Yeah, it's the closest so far. It's still, I could still go for, I want Jif. I want Jif, and I haven't gotten Jif yet, and it's making me upset. I want Jif.
Where the
Yeah,
fuck is this?
because I wanted that like nice like brittle like caramel butterscotch flavor along with like Planters fucking peanuts, like normal
I
peanut
shared you
brittle,
mine.
like normal peanut brittle would be. What do you mean you shared yours?
Shared it with you that night. You may have me share it to you in chat when we're in Zoom.
I don't remember that, but okay. I'm gonna have you share that to me again.
Oh, here it
That's
is. I'll even share it to
that's like
chat.
what I
I'll share it
wanted,
now.
but again, that flavor is just it takes over everything. It's kind of like milk and honey at 0.25. It just takes over everything.
So you want a peanut brittle with it, but they're like peanut butter brittle. Just is not a peanut butter brittle, but you could. I dare say, just try to add the Noms at a low percentage.
Yeah,
Right here,
maybe.
Cassie's Brittle Nuts V2. I like the second version better. Beer Nuts Flavora at 0.25. You don't need much of that flavor. Do not bother putting more in it. It won't work well. Butterscotch Cream Pie from Wonder Flavors at 2.5, which seems a little odd, but does add like a nice smoothness to the whole thing.
Oh, wait a minute, this one. Yeah.
Butterscotch Flavor West, Natural Flavor West at 2. Honey Roasted Peanuts and Wonder Flavors at 1, and Super Sweet and Pearlum at 1. And Cassie even liked this one. Remember that one, right, hon?
Yep, it was good.
Yeah, I remember this. It looks like I got to order some more flavor soon.
That turned out, it actually gave me like an actual brittle like sensation, which is like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
And if you want, I mean, if you wanted something, I would probably, maybe the butterscotch cream pie could come out if you put that peanut butter in there. You might want to take the butterscotch cream pie out to kind of, so you don't oversaturate it with like creaminess, because then it takes away from being a brittle. But either lower it or take it out. Mm.
Oh, hey, LabWorks.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while. How you
Hey,
doing?
that works. Get this to come in. There we go. Come on through there. Ah, don't drop the damn thing.
Going after concentrates now? Of course they are. It's just,
So I'm suffering from physical threats over here. Just throw shit. Ninja Star.
oh, how was the homecoming, Steven?
Huh?
Homecoming didn't come until after you were off the after
Oh.
show, so I was curious on how the homecoming came. Went.
It was fun. She came in, she was jet lagged and tired, and we just went to bed.
Yeah, I did change the name of my recipe. Added funk, because it's tropical funk bubblicious. It definitely has more funk than I thought it was gonna with that guava, but man, I actually like it. It does actually remind me of, they made like a guava version of a bubblicious. Truly does remind me of something like that. Like when you first bite into it, when you first get bubblicious, when you're starting to chew it at first, you get like that creamy sensation, that full creamy sensation with a little bit of the bubblegum like texture coming in behind it. That's what this is definitely.
Yeah, Tim. No, I don't have the peanut butter. I have pineapple and I have puffed rice from Nomz, but I don't have peanut butter.
Uh,
I have
well,
their
when you get it, you'll enjoy it.
O-ring on that.
Yeah, I have the chocolate hazelnut. I have the hazelnut cream, the Devon cream, clotted fudge. I don't have peanut butter yet.
This recipe came out awesome.
Oh, Rocky's getting all BCF mix.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I know this one. I know this one. It's actually really good.
I did forget to mention that. All of the recipes that I made, you can get all of those flavors from DIY-ejuice in Canada. This is pretty much the only place I ever order from.
If you get confused with the websites, it's really easy. Just click on or type in advocateforliberty.com and the clickable links right there. Makes it really easy. So you don't, because there is more than one is similarly named. It can be confusing. First, haven't been there. Here we go. Got Wild Licks, Live Licks from All Flavora by Rocky Tooney. Banana Flavora at 0.6, Candy Roll Flavora at 0.2, Marshmallow Vanilla Flavora at 0.6, Pineapple Flavora at 0.6, Sweetness Flavora at 0.4, Watermelon Flavora at 2.4, and Wild Melon Flavora at 0.2, which I have tried this, and that Wild Melon, I think, is what brings it all together for me. Got a nice picture of like a Rolling Stones like tongue covered in pineapple and watermelon strawberry. Man, delicious watermelon fruit candy mix. Analyze your tongue overnight. Steep is all this one needs.
I think it's the candy roll.
Yep.
I have another one to share too when you're done with that.
Go ahead.
Fucking peanut brittle. Dutch's
Oh,
used
God.
Beer nuts flavor at a quarter, caramel flavor at a half, caramel candy TP at 2, peanut brittle wonder flavor at 4, smoked butterscotch flavor at 0.7, and super sweet to whatever you want. There's the picture. Fuck you. There, I just made you some goddamn peanut brittle. Leave me the fuck alone.
No, I want real peanut butter. I want you to go.
Peanut bitter? Yeah,
I did
peanut
not
bitter.
spell it wrong, did I?
So
You'll
No, I think
definitely
he-
get that from her, Duchess.
No, I did not spell it wrong, you dick.
Yeah, Cassie's rubbing off on me. You got to make sure you get that flavor jungle. No, listen, I want you to make me real peanut brittle, all right? I want you to sweat and slave in the kitchen.
He's been doing that last couple of days over the jam.
I'm gonna share this again. We
Because
just went
that
over
fudge cake was delicious.
not too long ago because the smoothie episode. But since Tim likes to make fun of me about the whiskey cream,
It's such a good flavor. It's such a good flavor.
and because I'm vaping it, I just set up my squonk with it right now. And yeah, it's squonk worthy. That's basically how you can tell if I absolutely love something goes in the squonk. This is actually all Nomz. You're only gonna find a couple of these flavors at Bull City, but everything you can get at Nomz here. Boozeberry smoothie, creamy Greek yogurt, Mollenberry at 1.5, creamy vanilla cap at 2%, premium raspberry SSA at 2%, raspberry Inawera at 0.5%, raspberry custard Nomz at 1.5%, super sweet at 0.5%, Capella at 0.5%, and whiskey cream at 2%. I actually think you guys went over this. I wasn't actually able to come on tonight that you shared that I made this, shared that you guys shared this, so this fits. But it came out freaking awesome. Like I was worried that it wasn't gonna vape like a smoothie. Yeah, it might be a little thick on the thick side for a smoothie, but it's absolutely delicious. Especially after the steep, it's very boozy. But just enough raspberry to really give it that nice sweet tart raspberry accent to the whiskey cream, like to the booziness of it. And I mean like the premium raspberry grows a little bit, but it's still more raspberry forward like the first couple days, you know what I mean? But it just such a great pairing, the whiskey and the raspberry, and all the like. This for me is a perfect smoothie base, or the creamy vanilla and whatever your favorite yogurt might be. Or sometimes with certain fruits, you can get away with using just the creamy vanilla, and like say if you're using like a banana, that can pull off a smoothie too. But yeah, this came out so freaking good. I figured since it's all Nomz, why not share it again?
Yeah.
Buster Bell seemed to like it. He left me a comment. See? Boom. So yeah. And my mouse died again.
Oh, here we go.
I
I
came
got
out
another one here
I got another
while we're
one.
at it. So guava mango yogurt V2. Um, V1 had less banana raw and yogurt raw, but these are all the raws. Banana raw VSO at 1.5. Guava raw VSO at 0.75. Mango raw VSO 0.5. Sweet VSO at 0.25. And yogurt raw VSO at 1.25. Leaving your sweeteners available at the site. And these are all things you can pick up at VSO. So, the yogurt, the original one just didn't have enough of the yogurt punching through. It felt like more like a tropical like cream, and I wanted more of the yogurt to come forward in it. So I turned that one up. And it actually, yeah, that wasn't that long ago. I redid that one. That's actually quite good. The one I didn't want to turn up much is that mango raw, because we're still not 100% with mangoes, and that mango's got a little punch.
That's bullshit. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, about the VTA and all that crap. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Mm, sucks.
That's terrible. Well, I did have another one to go over. Also, before I go over that, if you want something else that's real thick and creamy from fucking Steve-O here, go mix up that fucking crunchberry milkshake. That shit is to die for, bro.
Yeah. You can get everything for that at
I
Bull
mixed
City.
that shit, fucking vaped it straight off the shake, and I was in fucking heaven, bro. Like that shit is amazing.
You can get everything for that at Bull City. I've shared that a few times. I don't
Yeah.
know if we've got to go over it again, but
You could also get something thick and creamy if you show up to Bob's house at midnight.
only at midnight.
Only at midnight. You gotta wait for the old lady to leave. That's anyway, sorry.
That's oh yeah, on that Crunchberry, it's the V2 also, because the original is still live, like, but the V2 is the finished version.
Yeah, so I did Blue Palm Spark. It's a blueberry pomegranate Red Bull, right? Obviously I'm sure you can tell by the picture here, right? Obviously sweetened to taste. Citrus soda from Flavor West at 2%. Nomz energy drink Red Bull at 2%. Blueberry acai pomegranate from Real Flavors at 4%. Just because this is the VG version, so I have to turn it up a little bit. I thought I grabbed the extract and I didn't, apparently. TPA pomegranate deluxe at 2.25. Fishy sherbet just for that effervescence at 2.25. And then blueberry jam from Wonder Flavors at 1. I do get a nice like blueberry pomegranate out of this. That's after the throat hit decides to go away, because it is. I gotta figure out a way to smooth this over because it's hyper fucking throaty, like hyper throaty. I
Man.
might just have to turn down like the Red Bull or something. I don't know, but that Red Bull is good. If anyone is curious, that Red Bull from Nomz, the energy drink, is like OG fucking 8-ounce
Good.
fucking Red Bull. Like that's what that is. So it's a good flavor, but this recipe itself is just throat hit city, bro.
Has a little extra of the what is it? Rana, what is that stuff? The additive. I think it's in this one. It adds
Green
that green flavor you get from Monsters. A little touch extra of that in it, but man, that is really
taurine.
definitely one. What?
Taurine.
Oh, taurine. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. It actually definitely have a little extra of that in it, but it's 100%, no question, an energy drink flavor. And that Nomz one is probably one of, if not my favorite so far. Like CJ said, yeah, there's a couple out there that are supposed to be really good. Haven't tried that one either. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
If you get it,
I gotta figure out how to round that out because don't get me wrong, it came out fantastic. It's really good. I just gotta figure out how to get rid of that throat hit and smooth it over a little bit. I don't know, fucking marshmallow at 0.5 maybe. Who knows?
Hippie, you get any inspiration tonight?
Yeah, I got. Well, I've had cola on my table for about a week now, just sitting here. Cola flavors and that soda base from Real Flavors and stuff, and thinking of a soda vape, you know, a cola vape. But I want to flavor it, and I just can't figure out what fruit or berry I really want to put into a cola.
Just look at the Coke line. They went over every fruit and berry combination you could think of and tried to throw it at it.
Yeah, but I want to do something different, just something different.
Make a boysenberry Coke.
Oh,
help you?
yeah.
Hippie, they have a, I think it's Pepsi that does it, but the peach and the mango Pepsis are fucking amazing.
Yeah,
And I'm mad because around Easter, I think it was 2 years ago, and the only place I ever found them was Dollar General. I bought like 10 cases of them, and they only had the mini cans. They were Peeps Pepsi. I fucking hate Peeps. Peeps are disgusting. It tasted like fucking cotton candy. It was incredible. It was like liquid cotton candy. It was so fucking good. I was so mad when I couldn't get them.
Yeah.
Well, they sell the mango Pepsis here all the time, and they're really, really good.
They are I recently bought the lime and the peach is good too.
Yeah, I hadn't tried the.
I don't,
Try something bizarre. Hippie, try for a pineapple Pepsi.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm pronouncing this right, but where did you get the Tama or Tama, however it's
I was
pronounced?
wondering that myself. I was actually planning on asking that.
Like I googled it real quick and I found a website for Mr. G, but it's an Egyptian website, I think.
I'm imagining it is some strange out there thing. Yep, yeah, it is. Yep, Alibaba. CJ, give us feedback on if it's worth it.
Oh, he got
What?
from there. No, I was talking about this is Mr. G's flavors. That's what came up for me when I googled it, but
Oh, it's FE super concentrate. Okay. Mm. Well, I actually had a delicious night. Everybody else have a good delicious night?
I haven't. Yeah, but I haven't vaped tonight's recipes yet. But
And this
I'll
is
report
funky. This is funky, a little
back.
bit more realistic than I expected, but it's still got that working. Oh, that's a good question,
What
Buster Bill.
one thing that I've been doing too is sometimes if I want things to steep a few days before trying them, I'll give an update when I do my live on Wednesday. I like go over some of the recipes again and then update on how they turned out. Because
yeah,
not everything's capable of being vaped off the shake,
yeah, I vaped the waffles with maple syrup and like I get a little bit of maple. It's really light, but I get more of like burnt edge fucking waffle note out of the whole thing. So I gotta turn up like the maple and shit in it, unfortunately. That was one of the ones I was looking forward to the most out of everything that I ever made. That waffle flavor.
It's pouring out rain here, but I swear I hear a lawnmower running.
You know what, dude? It's been here's the thing, and I know Steve can contest to this, right? Our
Yeah, well,
weather, Western New York, and I know you probably also know this, Tim, is so bipolar. Like it was really nice and like sunny this morning and said, oh yeah, it's gonna be 79 degrees. It's gonna be a little bit humid, right? But it's supposed to be 79 degrees and it was beautiful. And then out of nowhere, like an hour later, it just started downpouring and I could fucking hear thunder. And I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
And in
So
PA here, man, it went from sunny and being like 60 degrees. This was like a couple months ago. It was like 60 degrees, 65 degrees. 2 hours later, it was fucking snowing. And
Yeah,
then
but
2 hours later, it was pouring in like 55.
Sorry.
since we've been on the
Right.
show, when we first started, it was pouring rain. Then the sun came out, and I had to put my blind down a little bit in front of me, and now the sun's gone, and the wind is starting to pick up again, and it looks like it's raining again. And you just never know.
yeah, you never know. That Western New York does what it wants.
Like
the neighbor is mowing, and he's
we
mowing
could-
on
we-
my side of the road, so I'm gonna have to deal with that afterwards.
Wait, he's mowing our side?
Yeah, near the mailbox, his mailbox, because he's got a mailbox on our
Oh.
side. for his
Well,
number.
that's understandable, I guess.
like it thunderstorms when it snows here, even.
Yeah, dude. Yo, thunder snow is the coolest thing to see in the whole world.
It is.
It
And I
actually
think- I
can
feel
be
like
really beautiful when it lights up the snow in the air. Yeah.
leave that alone. Can't.
No. Right.
Sorry.
Evil kitty.
It's just hot as balls here in Texas.
Oh shit! What up, Mallory? Well, let me see what
Okay,
this is.
this boozy blueberry muffin off the shake
What?
All right.
is actually really good already.
Mallory made a recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and share this now. Apparently she made something for me, I guess. I don't know. Waffle versus test VSO for Mallory Gates. She made this years ago, all right, back in 2021, in case anyone didn't catch this. All right. But frosted donut from CPA at 3%, golden butter from Cap at 0.15, 3% maple from VSO, and then waffle 2.5% from VSO. Mallory, how did this end up coming out? Like, did it? She said it's better off the shake in her thing, but how did this recipe like legitimately end up turning out after it's steeped a little bit? I'm curious.
Wait for that, and also I think Fiddy's waiting for an answer from CJ in chat, so I want to make sure it was good.
Josh,
Yeah. And I think something that I know we've mentioned it dozens of times, but I think it's important to point out is that Mallory keeps a very limited flavor stash, and
no, she got like 59 flavors, bro.
yeah, it's possible to continuously make great recipes without needing to grab every flavor that's out there. Some of us just get caught in a habit,
Tim.
but it's not necessary.
Some of us have to do it to some degree.
Well,
Good excuse.
Right?
And then we do a seldom used recipe week, and Tim uses 2 flavors.
To
Right?
truly test those. You know what? That 2-flavor banger was excellent. I baked you that in no time.
Tim, you have 2,500 flavors that you probably
He
haven't
has
even
3,000 according to him last night on the
About 2,500 is about correct of flavors I never hardly mix with, if ever. Yeah, probably. You don't like. That's the problem. You get so many flavors and you grab the same ones that you know.
I get caught in that cycle too, though. I'm like, this flavor is so good. I just want to use it in literally everything.
Yeah, and then you try another one that you haven't tried and want to go, why the hell have I been using this instead? And that happens quite often when we do the single flavor. I mean, the seldom used. I'll try something like, oh, I guess I should have used that more often.
Well, I was working on like a peach yogurt, several different peach yogurt recipes for the longest time. And I was consistently using the Wonder Flavors peach pie and cream, which is a great flavor. But it wasn't until we did the seldom used flavors and I decided to try Capella's peaches and cream. And it actually turned out more along the lines of what I had been looking for all along.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, the fudge brownie TPA, I found out that is one of the better fudge brownies. It's just dry, but it's very, very accurate to a fudge brownie.
Yeah, I
And
want to use that strawberry milkshake from
the
Nomz.
Nomz,
It's really
Yeah,
good.
it's close to a one shot. It
with,
really is.
with the yogurt from Nomz, and then like obviously a couple other flavors, and make like a nice like, I don't know, like a strawberry Greek yogurt or something with it, because that fucking milkshake is to die for. Like that shit needs to stay in stock in my house at all times.
Peach pie and cream, Steve-O, I find it has a weird texture to it. It doesn't work in a lot of things that you think it would be good in.
Which
It
one?
Yeah.
weird texture pops up into it. The peach pie and cream Wonder Flavors.
Yeah, there's a little bit of. I was
It's
just
like
looking
a,
up the
it's
yogurt.
like
I
a
was just looking up
bready
the
note
yogurt.
or something. It's just
Yeah.
So that's
it's
just I
not-
only one thing you might want to try is maybe a different yogurt. That yogurt from Nom's, I didn't remember it being great, and it's not.
oh man.
I mean, I
It's
could,
like a
Flavora Greek
yogurt.
yogurt, Flavora Greek yogurt, and Flavora.
I mean, I
cream
could
and
also
cream.
use,
Fantastic.
yeah, you could also use the Real Flavors yogurt parfait that I have. So
It's more cream than anything. One from Nom's. Not
yeah,
quite funky enough to be a Greek yogurt. Not
Yeah.
smooth enough. Not smooth enough to be a regular plain yogurt. Could be useful, but I would definitely not say it would be like my primary yogurt flavor.
no,
Yeah,
but I
so
would
my-
use it as like a backup or something. I definitely need to get more yogurt flavors though, because like I don't have like Greek yogurt or anything like that, right?
You guys
Or
know my
yogurt
favorite yogurt.
drink or anything. So
No idea. It wouldn't be
No.
the one that you were like afraid of being out of stock, and then you bought a bunch of it as soon as it came in under Mulberry again. MB.
Literally was just in the recipe I just showed.
Hey, Tim, do you have the raspberry jam from Nom's out there still?
I see a strawberry jam.
Because it's not in the box.
No.
Okay, well, I made a recipe for Nom's and I'll share it real quick and then I'll go get that from you.
No, I don't have it here. No.
Whatever, dude. So I just did a jammy raspberry lemon custard pie from Nom's. So I did the lemon custard at 2, lemon meringue pie at 2, raspberry custard at 2.5, raspberry jam at 1 3/4, raspberry wafer at 4, and super sweet at 1.
yeah, that sounds delicious as fuck.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find the jam, and now I know why.
I don't. I find that raspberry has to sit. I don't like raspberry off the shake.
I don't mind it off the shake for the most part.
I can't vape raspberry off the shake. It's got a weird flavor to me. Unless it's just the way that I'm mixing. I don't know.
Here, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab that flavor. If Tim would put his flavors away when he's done
You
with
just
them,
gotta
I wouldn't
settle
have to
down.
do that.
Real strong to me too, though. Shake.
Yeah, I could do that mix off the
Yeah.
desk thing again. I could do okay right now.
I know, right? Same here. Look at all that. I got so many on flavorings everywhere.
Let's
Man.
just grab the 120s and see what I can
Yeah.
make.
I put
Oh, I can
my
make a.
flavors away yesterday, and that's what fucked me on my cran raz, because I must have put it in the wrong bin. I didn't. I guess I put it in the wrong bin, so now I have to go look through everything.
Oh, bro, that's the worst. I've done that.
I could literally use just my 120s and my 60s and make myself a beautiful milkshake right now. Just if I mix every one of them that I have out here, okay, vanilla gelato Italian, milky caramel fudge, milkshake from Cap, vanilla bean ice cream from Flavor West, French vanilla thick from Wonder Flavors, clouded cream fudge from Nomz, Nom Treats, and Devon cream from Nom Treats, which are the Cupcake World ones. Yeah, I could mix a nice mix right there and just add some super sweet. No, I'd be happy. I wouldn't complain at all.
That I only have one bin.
Which means I could make one heck of a big mix with that too. I could mix a 500 easy.
I have so many of certain flavor houses that I have like continuation buckets, like continuation bins.
Nope, I've got a few of them.
Like my Wonder flavors, like I ran out of fucking space in my bin, so I had to make another
Oh,
one label.
And if you're not overdoing it, I did find something interesting. Found a case. I shouldn't show because it'll disappear if I show. I can't show it because you'll see my cart. I can't show my cart. So,
Show it, Tim.
Nope. On second thought, I'm not showing that cart because every time I show my Amazon cart, she sees the total. She freaks out every time. Anyhow, I found a nice case on there for up
Why
to
don't
30
you
mil
just share
flavorings.
the link to the
Holds
fucking
108 flavorings. Soft case as a hardcover case. Yeah. Bunch of those would be all set. But the only problem is I got a lot of like 120s nowadays. I didn't used to do that. Used to have to test every flavor, never re-upped anything. Now it's changing. As you can tell, the ones I like are right there.
Oh, you got your Dreamer Quest, CJ? How you like it?
Oh, speaking of, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Let's see this.
After he puts it through his paces, I might have him print me one. We'll see.
I told him I wanted one. I wanted one. Because I don't care about the lock button. My King doesn't have a lock button. But the button is inset. Whatever.
So I didn't fit and finish it really well. So it's a little too short, right, this way, and it's got a little too much thickness on the outside yet. But this is a button without, it doesn't have the, it's a little rough on the inside, but it doesn't have the tabs in it. I didn't put supports on it, but it does fit on the Dreamer clutch, and it doesn't have the tabs. It does fire, and you wouldn't have to worry about it accidentally locking when it spins. Now,
I just hear that it's too thick for Mr. Girth Chaser himself.
now this button will fit in there in place of that button without tabs. But the problem is you can pull it right out and everything will fall out with it. So that won't work. So you do have to have the tabs in it. I did testing for different things, see what we could do. And it does definitely need to have tabs, but you don't need to have a contact casing. This does work. And if you look color-wise, even the gold, this matches really freaking well. But I can print in different colors. But obviously, see how it's shorter than the other, so it only screws on part way.
Yeah.
Got to work on that. Got to get
Let's
fit
take
and finish
it.
right, but it does work.
I'll watch that video in a little bit. So thank you.
So get ready for next month. It's going to be fun. We are going to have the Bull City gift card giveaway, courtesy of Bull City. But it is going to be based on a contest where the first person to answer the question correctly in the way that needs to be answered, where it needs to be answered, and they will get a gift card. or code to a diff card, rather, probably is the way it's going to work. You can just enter it at the site for Bull City. You see, I did that right there. Spun on me, Steven. Into that lock.
Yeah.
I hate that. You got to pick it up and say,
Yeah.
"Grr."
Yeah, I'd rather not have a lock on it at all.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
personally,
the one thing that irritates me about the Dreamer clutch is the button. But
it is so much better than the original button because the original button had almost no play. You bumped it and it was locking, or it was grinding from those sharp tabs that were in it. So the upgraded button helps. Still, I don't care about a lock. If you care about a lock, keep the old one. But then again, I'd also worry about that coming off the lock. So what's to stop it from spinning out of lock?
Yeah.
So
the
this is
annoying button isn't enough to make me not use it because it is comfortable to hold. It's easy to push the button as long as it doesn't lock on you.
and I will
Not super
give
heavy.
Stan credit. He did want to work more on the button. They pushed it a little bit faster in production than he planned. So that's not on Stan. He was trying to get all the kinks out of the button. They kind of just rushed it.
CJ, did yours have the new button or the old button?
The new button had smaller tabs and they're rounded, as the old button had like rougher edges, like
And you wouldn't
sharp
know
edges.
unless you get a port to see.
Yeah, you'd have to take it apart. Well, you'd know because you'd be trying to vape it and
Well,
constantly touching it.
So the daiquiri is kind of nice. It's not real boozy. There's a light, like coconut note in there that you get, but it's real strawberry forward.
Yeah, that's the new button then, CJ.
Oh, that's gonna
It's
be
not the
good,
button that
especially-
you got to change. You got to change the outside casing for it, DJ. That's the tabs in there. What's the problem is if you take the tabs off, it falls out. It has to have the tabs. Plus, because of doing that, I can do a full tab version of the button so that it doesn't have any chance of shift, and 3D print it any color I want, any design I want, and put my logo on my bottom of my button. That's my plan.
I wonder if you could. No, I don't have it out here. Damn it. Never mind. I wonder if I could take my Dremel and remove the parts inside the sleeve to keep it from locking. You know, not the button, but the part you made.
The casing.
Like just take the one that's there and grind off the things that are in it.
You could, but you take a chance of messing up a
The
few
threads
things
or
in there.
something.
Threads.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could wind up ruining the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, worst case case, you ruin the whole thing. You say, "Hey, Tim."
Yeah.
But yeah, you could technically take tabs out there.
Mm.
I don't want to mess with the original. I like the original to be able to go back together anytime I want.
Yeah.
All right, so off the shake, the Jammy raspberry lemon custard pie is really, really good too. And I'm gonna let that steep, and I'm not gonna touch it because that needs a few days. I should drop that in chat too.
Still the
I need
best
to
hand
get
of
that,
any tube mech I've had. Period.
I need to get
It's
that
good.
coconut from fucking Wonder Flavors. I think that would be better in this daiquiri, personally.
Oh, we'll start getting out of here anyways for the night, so we can kind of catch up on a little bit of sleep because this has been a crazy week. I've had a rough
Realized I
week.
was muted.
You think?
You're mean. Yeah, it has been a little bit of a rough week.
Dude,
So-
you're the one that once he was like, "Oh, we should go pick up stuff at the store."
That's not the only thing. My chicken, that old chicken I told everybody about, the 13-year-old chicken. Something got in her coop and got her. We've seen fisher cats and foxes around, so it could have been either one. Something got in there and got her. So after 13 years, she didn't even die of natural causes. She was a sweetheart. She loved pets and cuddles and stuff, so it's kind of really sad.
Yes,
Between that and I had a ball joint pop on the car in the middle of Main Street
Dude,
because I knew it needed a new ball joint, but I didn't have time to fix it that day, so I threw the old one back on, and we hit a pothole crater that looked like one of the ones out in front of Dave Lloyd's house, and it We hit
Dude,
it and it
I
just
got
went off.
out of the car and the front tire was
Did
like
it
this.
fuck anything else up?
Yeah. Well, no, I could. If they tried to tow it, I'd have been screwed because they would have ripped
Yeah.
the front end right off. You know how that is, because
Right.
it literally wobbles back and
Another
forth like
O-ring.
this in your hub. So I had to put it back together. Okay, just grab a jack, right? Grab the jack out of the car. It's one of those stupid little like scissor jack. No, it gets better. It gets better. This is a good story. It gets
Handle.
better. No, that'd be great if there's a handle for the damn thing. I had to use a 3/8 inch brake brake line friggin' wrench. If you know what those are, they're about that long. I had to turn it up with that, and then it started going up like this because it was old and rotted kind of. So it was kind of doing that. So I thought the whole car was gonna fall on me. I couldn't. I tried. I got a ride down to the
You
to the
fucked your
Harbor
finger
Freight.
up too, Tim, didn't you?
Yeah, my thumbs got fucked up. Harbor Freight, they were closed 2 minutes before I got there, so I couldn't pick up a jack. Some guy stopped with the truck. I was able to jack it up. He had a couple blocks of wood. We were able to wedge it back into place with it, put it back. I was able to get it into the parking lot of a gun shop that the guy's known to be a dick. I waited until the cops left, and then I back it out and slowly, carefully go to the next door into the grocery store parking lot, and then fix it next morning. Rode over there and bike and fixed it, and got right.
Luckily, my brother did not have to work the next day, and he saved us from staying the night in a parking lot in Claremont.
Okay, he never calls us. He calls us at night. He called her while it was happening. Perfect timing to come pick us up because we were screwed.
Yeah, because we didn't think to call him because he gets up really early for work, and it was like 9 o'clock. So I didn't want to wake him up and be like, "Please save me." But he called me and he's like, "Oh, so I broke my phone," and I'm like, "Okay, so here's what's happening with us. We're stuck on the side of the road outside of this place."
Tim just broke the ball joint.
I took the tips of my fingernails off. I told my thumbnails off, and they were bleeding like crazy.
He's like,
And on
"Wait, you're
asphalt,
stuck on
trying to
the
use
side
that
of the
little
road
wrench
in Claremont." I'm like, "No, we're stuck on
in
the road.
the road, in the
Not
road,
on the side,
in the middle of
the
Main Street,
road." He
Washington
goes, "What
Street.
the hell
can't
did he
miss us.
do?" I'm like, "He popped the
You
ball
can't miss
joint
us.
out, but he
Nobody else is. They're all
oh."
beeping their horn at us.
Tim,
So
Tim, I stick to what I said, man. You have more fucking car issues than any town in
hey,
America.
however, I am proud of myself. I got that damn thing back together in the middle of the road with it that bad. I was full on like Back to the Future style tire, and we're not talking a little issue. The other thing was like wheel well. You couldn't move more than a foot. They dragged that up on the front on the tow truck. It would have just destroyed my front end, just shredded it. You know that well, Steven. That ball joint would have ripped everything off the front end of the car.
Yeah.
The lack of ball joint.
Took the fender.
It almost took the fender. It was right at the edge. I was lucky I stopped that thing without it. Yeah. And then got back together and got it home and got it fixed.
That's why I was asking. Usually when you break one off like that while you're driving, it fucks everything else up too.
Fortunately, it was going slow enough because it started making this weird sound. And then I hit that pothole and it's like, oh, it's done. We're stuck.
And that's if it doesn't cause you to wreck and flip the fucking car.
Exactly. So I got really lucky. VCF sale starts. Shit, he told me when. Starts soon. Yeah, they will be having a
Announcing it
fourth.
Monday, he said.
Yeah, so announcing it Monday. It'll last like a week. It'll be 20% off for 4th of July sale, so that is coming up. Big sale for them, so go ahead and take advantage of it. I know the AFO will work, but I mean, save your money.
Use this holiday code. It's a better
Use a
code.
holiday code. If you have the money for it now, use your money and get the better code. That's a really good sale. Don't pass it up. It's as good as the Black Friday sales. 20% off.
And we'll make sure you get the code, Duchess, in case you have to order from BCF again. We'll remind you. I won't be mean again.
Well, I don't need to order from Bull City. You already used all their flavors in your 3 mixes.
Yeah, that was quite a weird deal there going on. Let's see who's got something going on here. It is Saturday, so I know it's not the right day for Steve-O, but he can talk about it anyway. But he does have to come up on Wednesday, which is a few days away.
Yeah. Wednesdays, 7 p.m. on my YouTube, wicking it and kicking it. This week is Retro Vape Week. Yeah, every once a month we do a retro vape. So we'll be probably pulling out the round wire and fumbling around with at least one round wire build. And then probably grab another thing that's just older that probably already has a build in it. But it's a good time. come hang out. Also trying to focus a little bit on DIY on the show as well. So if you have recipes to share, say something. I'll hand you a wrench so people can share recipes in chat as well. You know, whatever we can do to make it as, you know, interactive as possible.
Your show seems to be growing. How's your son's show doing? How's your son's channel doing? That growing a little bit?
Oh
Teams?
yeah. Nah, not really. It's kind of stuck at a standstill. But he also hasn't posted any videos in the past couple weeks because he's out at Grandpa's house and my sister's house, enjoying the summer. He actually left his virtual reality game unit at home and went and spent the week out there without it.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So he really needed that, you know, that time to just be outside and be a kid running around doing outside stuff for the summer, you know what I mean? But but yeah, when he does start posting again more regularly, he does really cool gaming live streams, virtual reality stuff, artwork, his artwork. He does little animated shorts and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I'll put both links in the chat here.
Man, you couldn't keep me inside when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Fuck
No,
no.
me too.
See,
Hippie, you
when
got anything coming up? Oh, go ahead.
This Friday I'm gonna do 2 vanilla custard. One's a vanilla custard cheesecake recipe, and the other one's a vanilla custard. I'm gonna share those next Friday.
That one looked
Oh,
good,
yeah.
Hippie.
Yeah, one of them is doing good, the other one's not.
No.
uh-oh.
Well, at least 50% ain't bad. No, you need to add another one to it. You need 2 out of 3 to not be bad.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah. Meatloaf math matters.
Yep.
R.I.P.
He did get a
I was like, that's a terrible joke.
It was a terrible joke, but we're used
All
to
right.
it from you.
All right. So is anyone else
Typical
got anything coming up other than Bob? Because otherwise I'll throw it to Bob. Okay, Bob, it's you.
Just Shadow of the Erd Tree, man. Fucking fighting bosses, kicking ass. Hell yeah.
You're literally loving that game, aren't you?
Oh, dude. Telling you, man, Elden Ring's the greatest game ever fucking made. By far.
Monday, we're going over current flavors. I noted. On Tuesday is going to be the recipes for Bunny's birthday, Ashley's birthday.
Remember, use all the
Oh.
medicine flower, blueberry, and dark chocolate, so Tim has to let me use it. And Ashley loves those flavors, so
Does also loves cheesecake flavors. She goes nuts over them in here. Fruits and cheesecake.
she loves milkshake, she loves cheesecake, she loves
She
chocolate,
loves mango.
raspberry, she loves banana.
Hardcore mango lover.
She
And-
hates mango. She hates it. Like when we get the guava mango juice, if she smells our cup, because she has to smell everything, she turns her nose up and like thumps her feet because it's not what she wants.
Oh.
She does not like mango.
Mango mashup.
There is a new episode of What in the Horror Up in this past week. And then Saturday, we're going to be going over. Saturday will be, we just said, 4th of July mixes.
Why?
The July mixes, yes. Which are not up yet because I was waiting for her. I was trying to get her to make the thumbnail since that was her idea for the show, but she won't make one, so I'll get that up before the end of the night.
I'll talk about my my mix I did tonight.
Dean actually.
I'll find that fucking Crane Raz by then.
Dean actually did post a few new shorts.
Nice.
And a quick 2.5 minute drawing time lapse video.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where do we vote at, Diddy?
What did he draw, Steve-O?
He just drew like a new picture for his profile picture.
Oh yeah.
It's a digital drawing. So Like he was probably playing around with like a new digital art app or something.
Oh, he may not be able to put that in here.
But
Biddy's
they're
got
still cool.
something going on.
Yeah, he's gonna start dropping links on the 8th. That contest that his company was in last year. He's in the top 5 again, so he needs votes to
Okay,
final cut. He's hoping to win because they came in second last year.
nice. I hope. Always nice to
Oh,
win.
and also because we didn't bring it up when he said it earlier, the new contest is going to be announced on the 1st.
Okay.
So watch out for the ELR contest on
that.
Red for July 1st, which is Monday. You cannot submit until the 15th, he said, and there's going to be a shorter time frame and different rules. So you'll want to pay attention to all that.
Well, they have to keep the rules rolling the different ways to try and see what works for them, and also keep it interesting. Keep doing the same thing over and over and get boring.
Literally, Rocky dropped it in the chat as I was saying it, so he'll see me saying it like a few seconds after that. But you know,
An eye on the forum. By the way, the whole reason for these contests to start was to try and get the forum up and running a little bit more. So don't be afraid to use it a little bit. Yeah. Other than that, Bob, it's all you because I love the way you do it. Go ahead, Bob.
Hustle, night, night. Sayonara, cha, cha, cha. Much love.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
We'll be outside.